What's good? I'm Dear Keezus. Welcome to my video. So today I'm going to be doing a little upgrade on my Haven 65. So let's take a look. I've got my little workbench lined up here. As you can see, there's the Woot King. I've added a diamond ore keycap recently. So that's that. I've added some more wooden artisan pieces. But the Haven 65 is my main board. So I kind of have been tweaking around with it a lot. So I started out with the aluminum plate, and then I swapped it for FR4 and tried a few different switch combinations. Kind of decided that tried about 3 or 4 different ones. I started with the UT4, the Boba UT4. Didn't really like how heavy it felt to type on, so I tried alpacas, and that felt almost like typing on nothing. I couldn't ever get like the right actuation force feel. Something about it just felt like unpleasant. So then I tried Oil Kings, and I definitely like Oil Kings a lot more. I actually have them in a QK60 build. However, those are also kind of fatiguing to type on for like a full day of work. So the SOTCs, I think they're long pull, and I like the sound a lot better and just the feel of the switches too. They feel smooth and they sound really good, and they're fun to type on. So that's what I have in here right now. I ran out of some SOTCs because I pulled them from my QK60 and put them in this build. So that's why you see these like I think that's KT Rose. If it's not the rose, it's the other one, like strawberries or something. But I'm gonna switch all of this out because I got some new light tacticals from Mechland. I don't even remember what they're called. I guess I should look that up real quick. Mechland. Just having a hard time even finding it. Mechland. Designer Studio Yunha. Here, I'll switch the scenes so you can see what I'm looking at. These are the switches right here. By the way, this Wook, these were lifesavers. You can see them in my little tray when I switch the video scene. But I was using the crappy, like stock plastic tools, and they just weren't doing it because I was doing a lot of keyboard stuff, and it's like trying to be a chef with a plastic fork and knife. It's just not fun at all. All right, so these are tactical switches, soft tactical, like stepping on a cloud. The box for these actually is really nice too. Let me grab one so you can see. Update. I could not find the boxes. I'm not sure what happened to them. I'm going through a bit of a office makeover right now. So let's switch the scene back and we'll go here. Okay. So here's those Wook tools. This is titanium, so it's pretty sturdy. This is actually the first time I'll be using them on a real build. You can see I'm just failing right now. Jesus. That's really in there. I don't remember this being so difficult. Oh, the joys of keyboarding. This is going to be a long stream if they all go like that. But thankfully, I think I'm getting the hang of it. See, so the Haven 65 has just a ton of flex. And I think I'm going to actually rip it down. And I'm thinking about taking the case foam out to make it even more flexier. These row switches are giving me a hard time. It always takes me a second to get going. There's like a sweet spot where you grab, and there's kind of an art to like pulling straight up and out too. And if you don't do it just right, it kind of can go sideways on you quickly. Also, something happened with my PCB. It like sank down into the board. Weird. Maybe I should have done this part off stream. I thought taking the keycaps off would be good enough. Oh, take a sip of my tea. I just got this like Fellow Move mug. I like Fellow a lot. Just they make a lot of coffee and tea products. Oh, that's still really hot. I'm gonna set that to the side for now. Keep losing it. So I have pretty bad RSI and just undiagnosed injuries in my wrists. So if you see me fumbling around, it's probably related to that injury. And collateral damage here on my keycaps. Man, I underestimated how many frickin' switches are in 65% builds. It's a lot. I'm just gonna try to speed run them now. Yeah, out of all the builds I've done, the Haven 65 is definitely the highest quality. But I think new it's around 400. So I guess that makes sense. The materials are the most premium. But I actually got this off a dude in China. I was looking on Mech Market and I was still pretty new to the custom keyboard scene. But I was asking, like, what's going on? You know, why can't I buy this or find it anywhere? And that's when I learned about group buys. Like, you can't buy it. It's only done in a limited run. There's no guarantee that there will be any extras. But at that time, I just started binge watching all of, like, Near Lucid and all the other content creators, and they were all super hot on the Haven 65. And I liked how they talked about how flexible and comfortable it was to type on. And I also just like the design of the board too. So I just put a inquiry out there in Mech Market, and some guy found me and sent me an invoice, and I ended up buying it from him. He had to ship it overseas. It was pretty expensive, not gonna lie. I don't think it was too much over MSRP, but it was either do that or wait for quite a while for the American, like North American group buys to ship. I actually tried to contact the vendor. They're called Key Spencery. What I've noticed just doing this hobby is that sometimes the vendors, they're like not legitimate. There's no it's not like a business where they have normal 9-to-5 jobs and managers and things like that. I guess some of them might be, but it seems like a lot of these keyboard vendors are like just random dudes that kind of start a fly-by-night operation out of their basements. And the customer service for some of these vendors is just dog crap. So I tried to ask them, like, hey, how do I get this? Just trying to figure it out, and don't think I ever got an answer. Pretty sure I tried joining their Discord too, and I just couldn't get anywhere with them. So I had to figure it all out myself. I had asked them too for like extra plates and all kinds of stuff, and they just too busy, I guess, to be bothered with answering me. Kind of sucks. Okay, here's the board. I have an FR4 plate in here at the moment. I'll probably be keeping that. If I had a PC or Palm plate, which I don't, I would probably swap that in there. But this was kind of when I was learning what my preferences were, and I definitely thought the aluminum was a little bit too harsh. I guess if I had a super quiet switch, maybe that would have been a better choice. But all right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I got a WoW stick recently, so I'm gonna try to use this to take it apart. So I'm familiar with like iFixit. What in the world is this? It's like super heavy. This this looks like a glasses case. All right. I'm impressed. It's magnetic too. I got this off eBay for like 25 bucks. Not bad. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know why you need this gigantic frickin' part. I guess I'll just put that there for now. Hello, I'm Toolbox, it says. Okay. So how do you use this frickin' thing? Let's see. Okay. Pretty nice. Not bad at all. And inside there's several different bits and whatnot. And it looks like the accessories were never opened. Okay. Just gonna slice these open real quick. Let's see what we got here. Actually, I don't even need to slice it up. Just kind of weird looking It's like a vial of screws. Guess if you need extras, which is kind of cool. A little suction cup. And a pick. And I don't know what this is. Maybe someone can tell me in the chat. Yeah, I got tired of doing manual screwdriving. It's first world problems, but I just work on so many little doodads all day long that I got sick of it. All right, so this uses, it's a weird like hex bit. So let's see if I can even find this in here. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness. What a day. See, I considered not making a video because I'm like tired and worn out, but I was like, nah, I must press on and do it for the people. No, that's not working. So let's see. What are my options here? Whatever this is, it's like a super tiny. That's not going to work. I'm really surprised this first one I grabbed wasn't a good fit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to this tray system. It's just a big old honking bit. Oh, I see why they fell out so easily. They're like not hanging on to anything at the bottom. So I'm not a huge fan of this like vial system. I would prefer something like the iFixit. At least for the storage of the bits themselves. Okay, hold on. So written on the outside is the different types of bits. So I think I'm onto something now. Okay. I think the H07 is what I need. Okay. So now I've got the smaller bits. And that one won't work. Eventually I will find something that will work. How about this one? Yep. Okay. I'm so used to kind of the iFixit just tray where you can see everything sticking up. So I still have no idea what the heck this thing is for. Maybe it's like a holder. I think it is. Like that or something? I don't know. Okay. Give this bad boy a whirl. Ooh, that's nice. I'm already digging it. I'm gonna move my tools out of my keyboard tray thing. It's bothering me. Wow, almost burned my tongue off with my tea there. I was like, there's no way it could be still just as hot as it was a minute ago. I think it even got hotter. I will say, if you're a person with wrist pain, just buy one of these. It's USB-C. There's no real reason not to. It's like $25 is like a regular screwdriver kit. All right. So with that done, there is 8 screws on the back. So this should just lift up. Like that. Okay. So on the interior, there are these like gaskets that the plate sits on top of. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my plate too. And just check my gaskets to make sure they're all happy still. They all still feel fine. I wasn't the one who put them on originally. So there's a few that are like a tiny bit uneven, but not enough to really affect my OCD too badly. So there's a tiny bit of case foam. I'm going to take that out because I wanted to experiment with like a maximum flex build. Okay. And there's none at the bottom either, so I am a tiny bit worried about it shorting out potentially. Let's see, I might add just a thin layer of mountain mist. Just give it some more sound dampening. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. Welcome to quilting class, ladies and gentlemen. This is called mountain mist. It's some kind of polyfill-like material. But I use this on my wooting, and I kind of like the way that it sounded and felt after I added it in. So why not use it for this build too? The only problem is kind of pain to measure. Just make sure we're lined up here. It kind of stretches. So if you get it wrong, then I'm really not too concerned about. Okay, made a little incision. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to set it on old Grandpappy's knee. Wow, this thing is so freaking heavy. I got to be careful I don't just let the PCB tumble to the earth. Is this dangerous? I don't know. I think so. Let's actually put this over. PCB is just having a good time down there, sliding around on my leg. Okay, here we go. I've devised a system. For me, when I'm doing this like arts and crafts type stuff, it's not very productive to be like extremely anal about it. So a lot of this, like the material is really cheap. Okay. I think that's good enough. Oh, I lost a wow stick bit. Put that back in the pile. Okay, so we got our Mountain Mist foam. And I did want super good flex performance, but I'm willing to sacrifice a tiny bit just to help with the so I didn't think this all the way through. There is one thing I need to do to this Mountain Mist. There is a daughter board on the underside. So I'm going to have to make just a tiny incision. Let me blow some of this hair out of here real quick. Okay. And I really don't want to touch this daughter board connection because I had a pain in the butt of a time getting that in there originally. So I'm going to trim up this Mountain Mist just a little bit to not be so thick. Okay, we've got a more accurate trim of Mountain Mist now. Something about saying Mountain Mist is really enjoyable. Okay, I gotta make an incision on this line. Okay, again, I'm not trying to be perfect, but I do want this to work. Let's see, how far up do I need to go? Honestly, I think just making one little cut like that might do it for me. I'm gonna try it at least. Okay, need just a tiny bit more and then I think I'll be good to go. Try that out. I'm trying to go slow and not rush the process because that's when you get frustrated and just things don't go your way. And I like it when things just kind of work the way they're supposed to. So there will be no rushing here, friends. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do attempt to do there we go. Just trying to line it up a little bit better. Okay, I think I still need to trim just a tiny bit. Trying to kind of fold the insides in. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna trim just a tiny bit more. Okay, we've crafted our little blankie for the PCB to lay on. This is going to be the most comfortable PCB. Let me tell you. This is the most expertly crafted mountain mist known to man. Okay, that's much better. Perfect. Sitting on its little bed, it's happy. Okay. Just trying to get the mist to obey me. Okay. So the plate sits on top of the gasket mounts like that, and that's what gives you the bounties. Okay. All right, so now for the new switches. I'm a little worried about doing this with no case foam. I have to go in just right so I don't bend the pins. Maybe I'll start somewhere central and work my way out. Yeah, I'm already noticing that I'm just having a difficult time getting it to line up properly. I might put these switches on with the PCB like hanging up in the air. I just don't know if I can do it any other way. Unfortunate, but and this is gonna be kind of difficult to maneuver here. Wow, very difficult. Okay, I did get that one in, not all the way. Do not want to damage the PCB. That would be nightmare territory. Okay, I think that one's actually in. So let me try a few more and it might go smoother. I just cut the streams short if that is the case. All of them are pain. So now I'm thinking maybe I should, let's do this. I think I should go ahead and take off the plate, get them on the plate first. So let's do that. Let's try to attempt to plate mount them before I do anything with my PCB. The PCB is just not having it right now. Okay. This may have been my problem all along, is it's going in a lot smoother when I do it this way. What I'm worried about is, well, I don't know. We'll see. Here. Some of these closer. Darn it. Didn't do that one right. Pop it out. As far as color matching though, this is like pretty much spot on. The DCX. Maybe not exactly the same colors, but the tones for sure are a match. I'm starting to really like beigey, olivey type earthy colors. Just kind of a nice natural look. Just realized I had moved the keycap switches closer, but I wasn't even using the ones close to me. Like a frickin' derp. I'm gonna set my keyboard over to the side for now, so I can have all this in front of me. Wonder what material FR4 is made out of. It feels like metal, but it's like some kind of soft metal. I do like on this board how the plate is like golden. Like I said, the dude that designed this board just really knocked it out of the park in terms of aesthetics. Start working on these upper ones now. These are, says they were manufactured by JWK. I don't even know JWK made tactile switches. Here we are. I'm really excited to put my new Pine switches in my mode Envoy, but I'm waiting on keycaps from Keybs for All. They're being really slow. Supposedly a pre-order for August. Well, it is the end of August, and I had asked for a refund, and I was given the runaround. So no refund for me. I guess I'm just waiting forever. So this little project here is scratching my urge to tinker with things until those keycaps finally show up. This is tedious. I will be happy if this just goes in fine. What I want to avoid is taking the plate off or disconnecting the daughter board, because I actually had to have my dad-in-law help me solder it back on, because the dude that shipped it to me shipped it broke, and I don't think he even really knew. He was supposed to send me a replacement PCB, but that never happened. So again, man, it's like there's no accountability anywhere anymore. Whether it's like Met Market or eBay or vendors, just so many things can go wrong. And it's like when it does, the vendor or person you bought it from, oftentimes they can kind of just weasel their way out of responsibility. I don't know if it's this bad in any other hobbies, but it seems pretty bad in the keyboard scene. I'm not saying all people are evil or bad or anything like that. It's just there's definitely a lack of morality, I feel like. Pretty widespread lack of morality. Like, people won't go the extra mile just to make things right. If they made a mistake or if a customer's unhappy, it's like, no, like either they are apathetic and they just don't care, or maybe it's about like money and time and they just don't want to waste time. I really don't know. Because when I was growing up, I was taught that like customer service is key to everything in business and in life. Like, you kind of just did whatever, pretty much bent over backwards, unless it was like so unreasonable that, you know, it wasn't even feasible to make customer happy. But usually it doesn't take a ton. I mean, Anyways, I guess I'm rambling now, but okay, I'm getting close to the end here. There are a few that I'm being careful about kind of how I proceed, because they have these like you can do it upside down or right side up. So for those, I'm trying to figure out which direction they need to be. But I think I've got a good starting point. So let's see. The top two, I can go ahead and put one more on, I think. This guy. Okay. So there we go with that. Looks like all of the bottom ones, except either orientation. So the pins can be this way, or you can flip them around. That's what I mean. Okay. Set these to the side for a minute, and we're gonna bring our case PCB back in. Hopefully this goes a little smoother now. Just gonna line that up. So I don't think I need the weird like stepped caps for the backspace. Trying to recall. So this is a tab. I think there was only one of them where I had to flip it up the other way, and I just don't remember which one it was. Okay. Just trying to slowly get all these in there. I can't tell if they're all the way in or not. I think I'm starting to get them in. I definitely enjoy a good light tactical. Okay. Should be a good amount of gasket flux there. Let me start just putting the keycaps on. Probably want to do I just realized something. So I was looking sideways, and yeah, that's just hard to tell. I don't think, at least it looks like to me, that most of these are not in. Oh, okay. I'm starting to get more movement here. There we go. I think I just needed to ease them in. Nope, I lost something. Keycap fell off. There we go. Okay. Most, if not all, are now in there. Super good. Some of these bottom ones needed a little bit of help. Okay. Just getting in there all the way. Okay, for the most part, I think I'm done with just getting them all in there decently enough. Here we go to Mount Mist. I'm a little short now. I don't know how. It's like it shrunk. My mist shrank. That's okay. Really, the mist was a insurance policy. I didn't want any shorts to happen. Girls in shorts are fine. PCBs, that's a no-no. Okay. Wow, that was a bad joke. Terrible. Let's add our artisan cap. Okay. How about the backspace now? Okay, and then I might as well go ahead and do the enter. Okay, I think before I proceed, I'm just gonna verify that some stuff works. Still haven't figured out this WoW stick holder thing. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. That's what we're going for. Trampoline board. They do have a nice, pleasant feel. That escape's a little scratchy, but I think I'll live with it. And tab, let's see what orientation is it's right in the center. Have to think about that. Actually, this is that's tab. Tab is fine. Okay, let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in. Just see what we get. Well, at least the PCB lit up. Okay. Some of the keys work, so that'll be good enough for now. Go and play at Leros. Where's my Z key? Z! Just realized I could put this one down here on. This one's actually giving me trouble. I'm not sure why. There we go. Shifts being a little bit shifty here. Okay. There's like a weird tiny bit of scratchiness that I can't quite figure out. Might just be the way the switches are. I did make sure to do hand lubed for these. I think that was an option. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the switch first. Ah! Figure this out, man. There we go. And then these, I don't remember what order they were in, but I guess I'll figure it out later. Page down. Up. I want to get maybe some like succulent artisans, or you know, like nature theme for this build. So I'll have to see what I can do about that. Okay. The space bar is the trickiest part. I'm trying to kind of avoid that one. There's several switches at the bottom I still need to do. Looks like I'll have maybe like 1 or 2 left over, so hopefully I don't have any. I don't think you can have a dead switch, can you? Because it would be, yeah, I'm not sure. I know you can break the pin off, which would be really sucky. There's backspace. Might as well do these annoying ones. Okay, and then my arrow keys. Okay, let's try that tea again. It's still really hot, but it's not as like scalding now. I'm excited to type on this thing. If I can just get the freaking keys on. Dear Jesus, help me out here. There we go. I know Near Lucid in one of his videos was saying that I think without any foam, I kind of, now that I think about it, just for the heck of it, because I like tinkering around with stuff, I kind of wish that I would have switched back to the aluminum plate. What I really want to do is get like a palm plate, I think, because that's the only type of plate that I haven't personally tried yet. I think that would be fun to just experiment with. ASGF. So drop DCX, also like just comparing that to GMK. This one over here is a GMK. And I don't know which I like better. I think the drop is just as good. If not, maybe a little bit smoother feeling. I will say though, the legends on the GMK, I do like how bold they are, if that makes sense. Just like the clarity on them is really good. But in comparison, I mean, I'd have to hold up like a magnifying glass probably to tell the difference between the two in terms of the quality of the prints, the dye or whatever it's called. I'm still tripping on the noise. I can't, it's hard to even tell if this is a tactical switch because of how light it is. There's barely even a bump or anything. Definitely a refreshing change from what I'm used to. CVB. Almost made it to the bottom row here, where I get to do l'espace. Now I'm blanking. I don't even know what these two do. It looks like this is a question mark. All right, and then this one's shift. Problem solved. Okay, now I really don't know what these did. This definitely has to be control, so... hopefully I can get this to go in without bending the pins. Wow, look at that freaking flex down there. She be flexing. What's next? Windows. So far I haven't had to flip any of these. Maybe I will on the space bar. Who knows? Or maybe this will be the one. Super. And the last one is gonna be Alt. Oh. Eyes up here. Just kidding. Oh, too tired to function. Swear I always do these videos when I'm like at the end of my rope, exhausted. You know, a lot of people clown on Alub's stabilizers for some reason, but I've never had any problems with them. They feel really nice to me. Guess I'm not an elitist or something. Let's do the space bar next, shall we? Let's do quick sound test. Trying to find the least annoying one since the space bar I'm gonna spam like a maniac. So it looks like with this one you can do either or. Wouldn't that be funny if I had two switches for the space bar? Like extreme stabilization. I almost want to try it out just to see what it freaking feels like, man. I love just tinkering, trying different things to see what works. So there's one. Let's see if we can get a second in. I don't think I can fit it. Nah. It'll only go in one way. That's fine though. So we did the flipped version. I can never remember. Okay, there we go. I did try the like flipped space bar for a little while, and I liked the way it felt, but it looked so like derpy that I didn't I didn't keep it on. So this one cannot go in any other way. Absolutely static. See, make this alt, and I'll make this one controlled, I guess. I don't remember what half of these bottom keys do. Uh-oh. I may have just bent the pin on this one. Let me see. Of course it would be the last one, wouldn't it be? No, pin's not bent. It just went in weird. Over time, I've gotten a lot better about not bending pins. Okay, that one doesn't fit. This is that weird one. I stressed myself out this whole build just anticipating the one I would have to do that would be the flipped one, and it turned out to be the very last one. It's funny how life just teases you like that. Okay. All right, baby. That looks nice and lined up. Let's do a test just to verify things are working. Let's do maybe a monkey type. Okay, switch scenes. This is with no case on, so it might be a little wiggly. Ooh, this sounds nice. Let me just try this. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Trying all the different keys. All right, I think they're all working. I'll do a real monkey type test when I've got the whole deal back on. Okay, so let's switch. Do that. For some reason, my caps lock like LED was like not working at one point, and now it just suddenly started to decide it wanted to work again. It's harder. Boo-boo. Oh, this is where I have to be pretty careful. How do I want to do this? I guess I'll just lay it down. Is that going to be a problem? I'm actually not sure. Check it out here. Okay. That went in nice. Let's do one more. Okay, I'm gonna start staging the screws so that they're all ready to go in. Okay. Apologize if you hear some audio come through. Okay. Easy peasy. Here's our finished product. And I'll do one more type test. Okay. Something's going on with the focus. I guess I'll let it fix itself. Hello. Permanently out of focus. Well, I'm glad that happened at the end and not the beginning. All right, let's try this. Okay, I'm a little scared to like slam on this thing, but just got to give it a go. Oh my gosh, let's start over. So I wasn't flying, but I was going pretty fast. Just trying to tell if there's any. So I can definitely, there's a lot more, like, it's hard to even describe the feeling you get from typing on this board. There's definitely flex there, but it's not as trampoline-y as you might think. I might have to play around with the gasket mounts just a little bit more to get that perfect feeling. But I guess that's it for now since my camera's broken. I guess I'll try to say goodbye. Let's see if it even focuses. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one.